Have you ever felt like your body is slowly slipping out of your control? You wake up tired. Your energy fades halfway through the day. Your mind isn't as sharp. And the mirror starts reflecting signs you swear weren't there yesterday? Most people believe this is just the natural and irreversible part of aging. That after 50, things only go downhill. But what if I told you that's not the whole truth? There are men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who live with more energy, mental clarity, and strength than some men in their 30s. And no, it's not genetics or luck. I'm Dr. James Carter, a men's health and longevity specialist. For the past 25 years, I've helped thousands of men rediscover the power of their own bodies, naturally, safely, and effectively. What I've found, and what science continues to confirm, is that there are 6 simple, natural, and shockingly powerful habits that slow aging, restore energy, and bring your vitality back. No expensive drugs, no complicated routines, no hype, just nature and consistency. Picture this for a moment. Waking up feeling energized, your mind clear and focused, your body active and reliable, and the quiet confidence of knowing that aging doesn't mean fading, it means evolving. And yes, this is possible at 50, 60, 70, even if nothing else has worked for you before. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 6 golden habits that keep your body young, your mind sharp, and your confidence strong, long after 50. Stick with me until the end, because habit number 6 is the most powerful of them all, and the one almost no one talks about. Before we dive in, if you're committed to living stronger, longer, and healthier after 50, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a strategy that could change your life. And I want to hear from you. Do you feel like you're aging faster than you should? Type yes if that resonates, or no if you feel in control. Your comment matters and might help someone else feel seen too. Habit 1. Start your morning with movement. Most men over 50 don't realize how powerful the first few minutes of their day really are. The way you start your morning has a direct influence on your energy, mood, focus, and even your hormones. And yet, most men wake up feeling stiff, slow, and foggy, blaming age when in reality, what their body needs is activation. The truth is, the body was designed to move. And movement in the morning isn't just a fitness habit. It's a biological trigger that tells your brain and nervous system, I'm alive, I'm safe, I'm ready to function. When you give your body even 10 minutes of gentle motion right after waking, you're doing something far more powerful than you think. You're increasing blood circulation, improving oxygen delivery to your brain, releasing endorphins, and reducing stiffness that builds up overnight. Studies show that older adults who practice light movement in the morning report better cognitive performance, more stable energy levels, and less inflammation throughout the day. But it's not about intensity, it's about consistency. You don't need weights, machines, or sweat dripping onto the floor. What you need is rhythm, intention, and simplicity. Start with a short walk. No headphones, no distractions, just you, your breath, and movement. Or do 5 to 10 minutes of mobility exercises in your living room. Shoulder rolls, ankle circles, neck stretches, hip openers. Even deep breathing while raising and lowering your arms is enough to awaken your internal systems. The goal is to re-establish the mind-body connection that sleep temporarily quiets. And with time, these few minutes compound. They train your body to respond faster, move better, and resist the sluggishness that often defines aging. More importantly, they begin to change how you see yourself. Because when you start your day with movement, you're no longer drifting, you're leading. You're no longer reacting, you're initiating. You're not waiting for motivation, you're generating momentum. And that momentum spills into everything else. Your posture improves, your digestion works better, your stress tolerance rises, and your confidence starts to rebuild from the inside out. The biggest lie about aging is that you lose power with time. But the truth is, you lose power with inactivity. And by reclaiming your mornings, Not for punishment, not for performance, but for movement. You're sending a message to your future self. I'm still here. I still care. I'm still building. 10 minutes. That's all it takes. 10 minutes to wake up your system. 10 minutes to remind your body what it means to be alive. 10 minutes to shift from aging to living. Habit 2. Eat living foods every day. One of the biggest reasons men feel older than they are is silent chronic inflammation. You might not see it, but you feel it in the sluggish mornings, the stiff joints, the foggy thoughts, and the low energy that just doesn't go away. And the truth is, much of that inflammation starts on your plate. The modern diet, filled with processed food, refined sugars, seed oils, and chemical preservatives, is slowly aging the body from the inside out. But there's a powerful way to fight back, not with pills or extreme diets, but with real, living foods that your body recognizes, absorbs, and uses to repair itself. When we talk about living foods, we're referring to foods that come from nature, that still carry their original nutrients, enzymes, and healing properties. Think dark leafy greens, colorful vegetables, berries, seeds, fermented foods, and fruits that are rich in antioxidants and fiber. These aren't just good for digestion, they're weapons against aging. They reduce inflammation, support your gut microbiome, balance your blood sugar, and protect your cells from oxidative stress, one of the key drivers of aging and disease. And here's something most men don't realize. The strength of your testosterone, your ability to burn fat, your brain sharpness, all of it is affected by what you feed your cells. You could be training hard, sleeping well, even taking supplements, but if your nutrition is based on dead, packaged, ultra-processed food, your results will always fall short. On the other hand, when you start adding more raw, colorful, fiber-rich food to your plate, your body starts to wake up. Digestion improves, brain fog fades, skin starts to clear. You feel lighter, more focused, and more in control of your cravings and your energy levels. You don't need to become a health fanatic. This isn't about going vegan, following trends, or cutting out everything you love. It's about upgrading your fuel so your body can function the way it was meant to. Start small. Add a handful of spinach to your eggs. Replace one snack with an apple and a handful of almonds. Swap soda for lemon water. Crowd your plate with things that grow, that spoil, that come from the ground, not a factory. Food is either making you weaker or stronger, every single day. And for men over 50, every bite is either pushing you toward decline or pulling you back into vitality. Living foods are your allies. They don't just help you lose weight or feel full. They repair, they protect, they rebuild, and over time, they help reverse years of cellular damage caused by poor habits. The truth is, aging doesn't start with wrinkles. It starts with inflammation, and inflammation starts with what's on your plate. So the next time you prepare a meal, ask yourself, is this food helping me heal or helping me age faster? Choose life, every day, every meal, one bite at a time. Habit 3, protect your sleep like a warrior. If there's one habit that silently controls your aging, your energy, and even your hormonal health, it's sleep. And yet, for many men over 50, sleep becomes one of the first things to break down. You go to bed tired but wired. You toss, turn, wake up in the middle of the night. Some nights you fall asleep only to wake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, mind racing. And by morning, you feel like you haven't rested at all. The body aches, the brain drags. The day already feels heavy. What most men don't realize is that poor sleep isn't just an inconvenience. It's a warning. It's your body saying something's out of alignment. Because sleep isn't passive. It's not a time when the body shuts down. It's the opposite. Sleep is the most important time of day for repair. It's when your testosterone is produced, when growth hormone rises, when your brain flushes out waste and inflammation, when your heart rate slows, your muscles rebuild, and your immune system resets. It's not just recovery, it's restoration. And the scary part? Just one night of poor sleep in your 50s or 60s can lower your testosterone by as much as 15% the next day. Chronic sleep deprivation shrinks your brain's memory centers, spikes your cortisol levels, and makes you more prone to anxiety, weight gain, and even cardiovascular issues. Sleep is not optional. It is the foundation of all healthy aging. But here's the hopeful truth. Your body still knows how to sleep deeply. You've just forgotten how to let it. That's where habits come in. Small, consistent rituals that retrain your system to calm down, let go, and recharge. It starts with what you do before bed. Turn off bright screens at least 60 minutes before sleep. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol late in the day. Make your room cool, dark, and quiet. Treat bedtime like a sacred ritual, not just the end of your day, but the beginning of your next. And most importantly, create a rhythm. The body craves predictability. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Over time, your system will start to anticipate rest, and your sleep will become deeper, more restorative, more natural. You don't need pills to sleep. What you need is permission to slow down, to unplug, to value rest as much as action. Because the truth is, no matter how well you eat, how much you move, or how strong your willpower is, if your sleep is broken, your body can't heal. But when you protect your sleep like a warrior, fiercely, intentionally, without compromise, everything begins to shift. Your mind clears, your hormones rebalance, your strength returns. So don't treat sleep like an afterthought. Treat it like your secret weapon, because the man who sleeps deeply doesn't just recover, he rebuilds. Habit 4. Anchor your day to a purpose. There's a kind of fatigue that no supplement or exercise can fix. A deep, invisible tiredness that comes not from the body, but from the soul. It's the fatigue of waking up without direction, of going through the motions without meaning. For many men over 50, especially after retirement or major life changes, this quiet erosion of purpose becomes the most dangerous form of aging. Not physical decline, but existential drift. You might still be healthy, you might still function, but inside, you feel numb, like life has become a loop instead of a mission. And here's what most people don't talk about. Purpose isn't a luxury, it's a biological necessity. When you wake up with a reason to get out of bed, something inside you switches on. Neurotransmitters like dopamine rise, cortisol levels stabilize, heart rate variability improves, your brain sharpens, your immune system responds. Purpose literally rewires your physiology. In fact, studies from Harvard and the National Institute on Aging show that men who have a sense of purpose after 50 live longer, report lower rates of depression and chronic illness, and maintain higher levels of testosterone and cognitive function compared to those who don't. Not because they're lucky, but because they're anchored, connected to something bigger than themselves. But let's be clear, purpose doesn't have to be some grand, heroic mission. It can be simple, personal, and deeply yours. Maybe it's mentoring your grandson, fixing up that old motorcycle in your garage, growing a garden, volunteering, writing, teaching, faith, community, even a daily routine that brings structure and meaning to your time. What matters is that it matters to you. Without purpose, the days blur, the mind wanders, habits slip. You start to feel like you're just existing, not truly living. But with purpose, even ordinary moments become sacred. Every action gains weight. Every breath has intention. You begin to move with clarity again. And that clarity translates into better decisions, stronger boundaries, and a deeper resilience when life throws curveballs. It's never too late to rediscover what lights you up, what brings you back to center, what reminds you that you're still building something, even if no one else sees it. Because the truth is, the man who wakes up with purpose doesn't age like other men. He stands straighter, thinks sharper, feels deeper, and no matter what the mirror says, he stays young where it counts most. So take time to ask yourself, What still pulls me forward? What do I want to create, to contribute, to protect? And whatever the answer is, start giving it your time, even just a little. Because purpose isn't found, it's built. One day, one decision, one act of meaning at a time. Habit 5. Maintain muscle, even with simple bodyweight exercises. One of the most misunderstood aspects of aging is muscle loss. It doesn't happen all at once. It creeps in slowly. You notice your legs feel weaker going up the stairs. Your grip strength fades. You don't lift things the way you used to. And for many men, that loss feels like a natural part of getting older. But the truth is, losing muscle after 50 isn't destiny. It's a decision. What most people don't realize is that muscle is more than just mass or aesthetics. It's a critical organ of longevity. Muscle supports your joints, stabilizes your spine, protects your bones, regulates your metabolism, burns excess glucose, and influences your hormones, including testosterone. The less muscle you have, the faster your aging accelerates. The more you preserve and build it, the more your body resists decline. Now here's the good news. You don't need a gym membership or heavy equipment to rebuild what time has taken. Your body is your gym, and simple, consistent bodyweight exercises, things like push-ups, squats, lunges, planks, and step-ups, can create powerful physiological responses, even in small doses. 2 or 3 sessions per week, 15 to 20 minutes each, is enough to stimulate growth, improve coordination, and restore function. Muscle doesn't care about your age, it responds to demand. And the moment you start challenging your body again, even gently, you reawaken that dormant strength. You'll notice changes in your posture, in the way your clothes fit, in how fast you move, how steady you walk, and how stable you feel when you get out of bed. You'll start trusting your body again, and that trust builds confidence. There's something deeply psychological about strength. When your body feels strong, your mind follows. You stop seeing yourself as fragile. You stop second-guessing your movements. You become more present in your body, more capable, more grounded. And that feeling spills into every part of your life. Your decisions, your relationships, your sense of masculinity, your willingness to engage with the world instead of withdraw from it. Strength doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or chasing your younger self. It means honoring your current body and giving it what it needs to remain functional, stable, and alive. Start small. Try a few slow squats each morning, a minute of wall push-ups while you wait for your coffee, a simple plank before bed. It's not about intensity, it's about identity. Because the man who keeps his muscle keeps his movement, and the man who keeps his movement keeps his freedom. Habit 6. Practice 10 minutes of stillness every day. In a world that never stops moving, one of the most radical and powerful habits a man can adopt is stillness. Not laziness, not idleness. True, intentional stillness. 10 minutes a day where nothing demands your attention. No screens, no noise, no performance. Just you, your breath, and the present moment. For many men, especially after 50, the mind becomes cluttered. Years of responsibility, stress, regret, expectations. They build up quietly, like weight you've been carrying without realizing. And even when the body slows down, the mind often keeps racing. That constant internal noise wears on your nervous system. It raises cortisol, it dulls focus, it chips away at your ability to think clearly, feel deeply, and sleep peacefully. But when you give yourself permission to stop, to sit, breathe, and simply exist, something powerful begins to happen. Your brain waves shift, your heart rate slows, inflammation starts to reduce, hormones rebalance. You enter a state where the body can heal and the mind can reset, and all it takes is 10 quiet minutes. This doesn't have to look like traditional meditation. You don't need mantras, incense, or spiritual rituals unless you want them. It can be sitting with your eyes closed, focusing on your breath. It can be a slow walk without your phone, just observing the world. It can be writing your thoughts in a notebook, or simply lying still and listening to your heartbeat. The point is to pause the external noise long enough to hear what's happening inside, to reconnect with yourself, to let your mind settle. Because in that stillness, you find clarity. In that quiet, you remember what matters. You release the stress that's been quietly aging you. And in doing so, you create space for peace, for reflection, and for emotional strength. Research has shown that just 10 minutes of daily mindfulness or breath awareness can reduce anxiety, improve memory, lower blood pressure, and even protect the aging brain against cognitive decline. But beyond the science, there's a deeper reason this habit matters. Because as men, we're taught to act, to fix, to move forward. But sometimes, the wisest move is to be still. Not because you're lost, but because you're becoming more aware. Stillness doesn't mean weakness. It means mastery. And the man who can sit in silence without needing to escape it is a man who has reclaimed control of his mind, his emotions, and his direction. So try it. Set a timer. Close your eyes. Just breathe. 10 minutes a day to be still, so the rest of your day can move with clarity and strength. In the quiet, you'll discover something you may have forgotten in the noise of life, that you are enough, and you are still becoming. So now you know the 6 golden habits that can help you stay young after 50, not in theory but in practice. Movement, living foods, deep sleep, purpose, strength, stillness. These aren't trends. These are timeless principles that your body and mind have been craving for a long time. And the best part is, you don't have to master all 6 at once. Start small. Pick one. Commit to it for a week. Then build on it. Maybe tomorrow morning you'll do a 5-minute stretch. Maybe tonight you'll eat real food instead of processed junk. Maybe today you'll take a short walk without your phone and just listen to yourself again. Because it's not about perfection. It's about consistency, small steps, daily decisions. That's what rebuilds a man from the inside out. That's what brings back the energy, the focus, the strength, and the sense of ownership over your life. And yes, it is possible. Even if you've neglected your health for years. Even if it feels like time has flown by. Because your body is still listening, your brain is still adapting, and your future is still being written, one choice at a time. Now, if this message resonated with you, if something inside you said, "I needed to hear this," then do this. Subscribe to the channel right now. Like if this video brought you clarity or strength. Because aging is not a defeat. It's a transition, a chance to slow down, reset, and become stronger than ever. And remember this. The second half of your life can be the most powerful. If you choose to live it with intention, you can do it. And I'm here to walk that path with you, one habit at a time. See you in the next video.